It's time for Lady Wolverine basketball.
The community, come watch. You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see just how hard these girls work and what they bring.
Foul on Paisley. That's her first, team fourth. So both teams with 4 fouls here in just 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Green hassled in backcourt. Couple of Lady Wolverines on her defensively. Now Hill up ahead to Allaire. Lost the handle for a second. Gathered back in by Green. 2 seconds. They'll try a long shot. Contested. No good. And at the end of the first, we've settled absolutely nothing. It's Riverton 9, Kelly Walsh 9. Come on back for the second quarter with us. You are watching the Wolverines on county10.com and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial. With all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gymnasium, 9-9. Riverton and Kelly Walsh ladies all knotted up as we start quarter number 2. Jared Anderson, Wyatt Barijka with you from Wolverine Gym. Ball knocked out of bounds right out of the start of the second quarter. Stays Kelly Walsh basketball. Riverton's got 5 from Paisley Jackson, 4 from Taylon Leesburg. Brooklyn Seago and Kendall Allaire for Kelly Walsh, their leading scorers. Pass over the head of Green. She got a fingertip on it, but ultimately goes into the hands of Riverton head coach Mike Bosner. Out of bounds to Riverton. Jackson, pass intended for her, is poked away, taken away. Nice job, Lillian Hudson getting a hand on it and able to keep it in bounds. Long 2 was missed by Cross, but kept alive by Hill. And Kelly Walsh will reload. K-Dub trailed 7-0 to start the ball game. Tied it up at 7s. Shot put up and in from the corner by Hudson. She's got 4. And that's Kelly Walsh's first lead at 11-9. First points of the second quarter. Leesburg has it taken away by Green in backcourt. Green strong to the rim, lay it up and in. Ramya Green has her first bucket. And just like that, it's a flurry of K-Dub points. 13-9. Here's Cloud Horse. Mid-range 2 will roll in for We2. And that's a bucket that Riverton didn't desperately need, but felt like they needed that to not let the momentum get away from them here in the start of the second quarter. Foul in backcourt on Riverton as Savannah Morton's going to pick up her second.
Riverton foul, 2 Morton.
First team foul of the second quarter.
First team foul.
Savannah's going to check out. Cami Paskett returns to the Riverton lineup. For those of you listening on Jack, if you had some technical difficulties with our video stream before, it does look like we're back up and connected more strongly, so we're ready to go there. If you want to check us out on County 10's YouTube channel, Green shot no good, and she's going to get called for the foul on the follow. Ramia Green put up a shot, crashed hard to the paint, and commits the personal foul. That's her first, team first.
First team foul.
So Lady Trojans up by a bucket, 13-11, and like I was saying, Riverton shot out of the gates to a 7-0 lead. Kelly Walsh tied it up at 7s in the first quarter. We finished tied at 9s. Coach Bosner very upset with the ball out of bounds call to Kelly Walsh. Now the officials are going to get together and chat about something, maybe exactly what Coach Bosner was asking for. 6:12 remaining second quarter. We'll keep you up to date if we get some Fremont County scores of interest in here. Have some girls scores that should go final. Now they're going to come over to the score table to Coach Gillum, who's going to get an explanation. She nods her head in agreement, or at least acceptance of the call, and I think Riverton's going to get the possession back after that. I can't understand you, Wyatt, so if you want to hop on the microphone here and provide expert analysis. No? Okay. That was a lot of sign language. I'll catch you up to date on what that was as soon as I'm able to hear Wyatt. Right side, outside, Cami Paskett. Up top, Paisley Jackson. Cloud Horse backing in, circle it around in the paint. Now Leesburg spot up long 3 in the corner. That's no good. Riverton keep it alive, though, as that one comes to Jackson. Jackson is swatted out of bounds. So Riverton basketball.
Returning for Kelly Walsh, 13, Van Houten.
Van Houten returns to the Lady Trojan lineup. There's Leesburg. Put it on the floor once and find Paskett up top. Jackson will take it to the dribble drive. Right-hand shot is good. Paisley Jackson has 7, and we're tied again at 13s. Third tie of the game. 7 9s and 13s we've been knotted up at. Kelly Walsh with some nice ball movement, and Brooklyn Seago going to finish off the play in the paint. Give Lady Trojans back a 2-point lead here as we've played 2:45. Here's a steal in backcourt by Hudson. Left-hand layup. Got it. Lillian's got 6. And it's a real quick 4-0 run by Kelly Walsh to put them up 17-13. Engstrom in backcourt, weaving through defenders. Give it to Paskett. Paskett, stop at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Engstrom. Great ball movement. Engstrom to Paskett, then back to Haley. Lay it up and in. First bucket of the ball game for Haley. And here is a traveling violation. Going to send it back. Brooklyn Seago tried to pick up the dribble going fast and just kept going with it. Mathill and Tyra back in for Riverton. Maybe it's just because they're both sophomores, but it seems like the substitution pattern has both of them coming off of the bench at the same time a lot for Coach Bosner's squad. Entry pass to the paint is deflected and taken away. Paskett wanted Cloud Horse down low, unable to get there though, and Kelly Walsh on the move. Van Houten gonna lose it out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Lady Wolverines, 17-15, the Kelly Walsh lead, 4:25 to play, second quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Glad you're with us on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM. Drop us a comment in that YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, or just send some support to the Lady Wolverines. I hear back from a lot of these players that watch the games later, so they like seeing the support for them all season long. There's Leesburg way at the top, tail in. Goes left side outside to Paskett. Paskett finds Leesburg in the corner. Tail in, looks to Mathill on a skip pass. Timbry backing in, swatted away. She's got it back though. Timbry in the corner. Got a foul underneath on the Lady Wolverines. That's going to go against Tyra. That's Tatum's first. Team foul number 2 will send it back to the Lady Trojans. Kelly breaks the Riverton pressure with relative ease. Seago pick up the dribble, now find Davila. Back to Brooklyn. Baseline dribble drive. Shot is blocked by Engstrom out of bounds. Van Houten tried to go baseline. Haley Engstrom was having none of it and knocked it away. Kelly will inbound under their own bucket. There's Davila for a long three-pointer. It was a rainbow. Didn't finish good, though. Hit the front of the rim. Kelly will get the rebound and a tie-up. Taylin Leesburg got tangled up with Katie Swanson. Possession arrow going to give this to Riverton. 3:18 remaining second quarter, 17-15. Score's been there for a while in favor of the Lady Trojans. Both of these teams looking for their third win on the season and their first conference win. Foul on Leesburg in backcourt. That's Taylor's second. Was good aggressive defense. Actually, that's Taylor's first. Good aggressive defense there, but Leesburg got just a little too physical in backcourt. Taylin left alone for three at the top. That's no good off the rim. Fight for it along the baseline. Knocked out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh last. Seago, I think, got a hand on it. RHS pep band and cheerleaders in attendance again here at Wolverine Gym. Long pass will go to Paisley Jackson, who had to go all the way back to backcourt. Luckily, she let that go, didn't try to touch it in the front court. Here's Mathill. Works it around the perimeter. And now Leesburg will circle it around. Taylin to Jackson. Paisley on the dribble. And back to Mathill. Riverton has been working the ball movement at the top of the key pretty nicely here throughout the game. Trying to work for a shot, trying to come up with something inside. Coach Bosner said they need to feed the paint a lot more. They've been settling for shots a long way away from the basket. Ball out of bounds to Riverton. Lucero and Hill return to the Kelly Walsh lineup. Engstrom to trigger it in under the Riverton basket. Wanted Mathill, but it's swatted away off of Kelly Walsh again. Engstrom will throw it in from the other side now. Riverton will stack it up. Break the stack, and wide open is Tyra. Lay it up and in. Good move by Tatum to get free, and a great job by Haley Engstrom to find her, too, out of the inbound play. There's Davila. Davila, right side. Hill up top. Bounce pass underneath. Shot no good by Hudson, and rebound is cleared away strongly by Mathill. She'll outlet to Jackson. Paisley on the run with it. Paisley backs in the paint. Now give it to Mathill. Kelly Walsh bench wanted a travel there, but didn't get one. Right side, Jackson. Jackson backing in again as Leesburg open corner three. That's no good, too strong, and rebound comes away to Jackson. Paisley put back, can't get it to go. Tyra a chance, she's got it to go, and she's fouled. Tatum Tyra with a pair of buckets the last two trips down, and she's got the chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Riverton takes the lead back at 19-17 for the moment. Tatum Tyra free throw coming up. That foul, by the way, went against Kiara Lucero, her second, and Kelly Walsh's fourth of the quarter. Tyra to the stripe. Lets it fly. That is good. So Tatum Tyra has the last 5 Lady Wolverine points. Gives them a 3-point cushion with 1:25 remaining first half. Allaire will give it up to Davila. Back to Allaire. Allaire and Davila inside, outside. Davila for 3. That's good, and we're tied again. Kennedy's got the triple. We're at 20-20 with 1:10 remaining. Riverton will cross the timeline. Ball poked and taken away by Kelly Walsh. As soon as they do, though, here's Hill. And back for 3. Seago shot no good. And with 48 seconds remaining in the half, Riverton will have the possession again. Rylan Brown has checked in for Riverton. First time I've seen her in varsity action. Ball goes out of bounds off of a Lady Trojan player. Brown going to come out after a real quick run out there. We'll see Leesburg and Paskett return. 32 seconds remaining in the half. Tied at 20s. Paskett at the top. K-Dub settles back into that zone. Mathill now has possession. Timbry tried to split the defenders, lose the handle while she does it, taken away by Lucero, and now a traveling violation in backcourt. Lucero wanted a foul, didn't get it, slaps her hands together, and will be back on defense. 15.6 seconds remaining, second quarter. Inbound comes to Mathill. She goes baseline, well defended. Wanted Engstrom, bounces off of her leg. Now loose ball scooped up by Davila. 7 seconds. Davila on the move. Hand down low to Allaire. Lay it up and in. Leesburg can't do anything at the buzzer, and we've reached the intermission. At halftime, Kelly Walsh takes a 2-point lead as we've gone back and forth in this contest. It was 9-9 at the end of the first quarter. Kelly Walsh outscores the Lady Wolverines by a bucket there in stanza number 2. So 22-20, K-Dub on top of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show's coming up. We'll run down some first half scoring numbers and set the stage for half number 2 in this interesting contest. Again, Kelly Walsh 22, Riverton 20 at the break. We'll take a quick timeout. Back after this, you're watching the Lady Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening in on 105.1 Jack FM.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Welcome you into halftime. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. It's simple. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up for Life Wyoming. Well, it was a 7-0 Lady Wolverine start to the contest. K-Dub went on a 7-0 run to tie us up at 7s. We were tied again at 9s. We were tied at 13s. And we were tied at 20s not long ago. But Kelly Walsh hit a bucket down the stretch of the second quarter to pull away by 2 points, which feels like a lot of separation in this game so far. It is Kelly Walsh 22, Riverton 20 here at the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Let's take a look at first half individual scoring numbers, starting with the Lady Wolverines. They're led in scoring by Paisley Jackson. She finishes the half with 7 points. Then it goes Taylin Leesburg with 4. Leesburg had a couple of big shots there in the first quarter, did not score in the second quarter. Actually missed Tatum Tyra, who came on and had 5 points in the second quarter. So Tatum Tyra with 5, Leesburg with 4. And you'll remember that Tyra hit those 5 points on back-to-back possessions. She had a really nice cut on an inbound to lay it off the glass and in, and then had a 3-point play the next trip down and one there for Tyra. Then it goes 2 points for Weed 2 Cloud Horse and 2 points for Haley Engstrom. For the Kelly Walsh ladies, they're led in scoring by Kennedy Davila and by Kendall Allaire, both of them with 6 points apiece. So Allaire and Davila tied team high honors, 6 points each. Actually, let's make it a 3-way tie. Lillian Hudson got into the mix there too with a late bucket. So Kennedy Davila, Lillian Hudson, and Kendall Allaire all have 6. And 2 points for Brooklyn Seago, 2 points for Ramya Green, 5 scores into the books for Kelly Walsh in their slim 22-20 lead here so far in this one. See the boys shooting around. Got high school boys basketball coming up after this one. Riverton and Kelly Walsh boys will be an interesting matchup for sure. And we'll have that for you here in another 45 minutes or so along the County 10 Sports Network on our YouTube channel and, of course, audio on 105.1 Jack FM as the crowd continues to grow a little bit here at Wolverine Gym. Expect a few more folks may file in for the boys game here soon. Got the pep band in attendance and quite a good crowd from Casper making their way here in support of Kelly Walsh as well. Some other girls basketball scores of interest here as we can report to you from yopreps.com in Class 2A girls basketball. Number 2, Wyoming Indian knocked off Kemmer, but it was a fight. It looks like Wyoming Indian escapes with a 39-35 victory there. Wind River took care of Shoshone. This was yesterday, 59-22. St. Stephen's fell to Big Piney last night, 73-33. Du Bois lost to Burlington in girls basketball yesterday, 58-23. See if there's anything new reported from today. Nothing yet. Wyoming Indians at Big Piney. St. Stephen's is at Kemmer. Greybull is at Wind River, and Shoshone's at Rocky Mountain today. Du Bois is hosting Riverside. As soon as some of those games go final, we'll let you know here along the broadcast. Other 4A games to keep an eye on today. Green River is at Jackson in a boys-girls doubleheader. Campbell County goes to Natrona County, and Rock Springs is at Cody. In the women's version of the Border War, game you can hear right now over on our sister station KOVE, Wyoming Cowgirls, Colorado State Rams all knotted up at 21 apiece. That one in the late stages of the second quarter. Cowgirls suffered their first Mountain West Conference loss at New Mexico a few days ago, looking to bounce back there. And NFL playoffs divisional round just getting underway. Just a few seconds old. Houston and Baltimore are scoreless. Looks like Baltimore starts with the football there. We'll keep you up to date on all of those scores and more as the broadcast goes along. We're about 3.5 minutes from resuming action here from Wolverine Gym. It's Kelly Walsh 22, Riverton 20. We'll step aside for one more timeout. When we come back, the second half will begin from Riverton High School. You are watching the Lady Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and audio coverage on 105.1 Jack FM.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
We are set to resume action here in just a couple of moments. Riverton and Kelly Walsh girls at half. Thanks again to the Wyoming Department of Transportation for making our halftime coverage possible. They remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. Doesn't matter if you're driving all the way across the state or just heading across to Riverton. Seatbelts save lives. So if you're listening to us right now in the vehicle, make sure that seatbelt is fastened and everybody with you is buckled up. Buckle up for life, Wyoming. Thanks to YDOT making our halftime show possible. Again, Riverton trailing Kelly Walsh by a slim 2-point margin at the break, 22-20. Riverton fell at Rock Springs last night, 39-17, and have not won against a 4A opponent yet. So would be big for Riverton here if they can figure out the next 16 minutes of basketball to come away with perhaps their first 4A win of the season, and a conference win even better certainly here against these Kelly Walsh ladies. Get the third quarter going in moments. Thanks again to Fremont Chevrolet, our scoreboard sponsor. In fact, we've got a lot of people who make these broadcasts possible, like Sutherland's, Wyoming 4x4, Northside Body Shop, Baldwin Creek Rental Center, Eyes on Fremont, Central Bank and Trust, and we'll continue to thank some more of those folks that make Lady Wolverine basketball possible for you here as the broadcast continues. Leesburg, Engstrom, Cloudhorse, Morton, and Jackson on the floor for Riverton. Same starting lineup for them in the home white uniforms. Coach Gillum has our Lady Trojans back out there. Kendall Allaire will start. Kennedy Davila will start. So quite a few differences here as opposed to the original starting lineup. Kiara Lucero's out there. Peyton Hill is also out there. And Brooklyn Seago. So just two of the original starters start the second half for Kelly Walsh. There's Davila in the corner. She'll try a hard arcing three that drops, and she's fouled. Welcome back to the ball game, Kennedy Davila. She's got 9 points, now has game high honors, all on 3-pointers. Taylin Leesburg picks up her second, and that is the first foul on anybody this half. Just 12 seconds old. Free throw is no good. Cloudhorse with a nice block out down low, and she's got the ball. Outlet to Morton. Savannah holds up one finger to call out the play. Now go right side to Jackson. Paisley controls the dribble, hands back to Leesburg. They weave again at the top. Jackson, well defended by Peyton Hill. Now they'll look down low to Engstrom. Good entry pass. Good finish by Engstrom. Lay it up and in. First bucket of the second half for the Lady Wolverines. And I think Not that I'm involved in anything philosophy-wise from Coach Bosner, but I think that's exactly what he's looking for in that offensive set that time. Leesburg steals it away to Morton, mid-range 2, dish pans around and falls out. Lucero is hanging on the baseline, double-teamed, and will finally create some space for Kelly Walsh. Lady Trojans still in backcourt, though, as Davila will finally get it across. Kennedy D'd up by Savannah Morton. Morton, of course, typically draws the toughest defensive assignment, as she is one of the leaders defensively for Riverton. Outstanding soccer player, too. Knocked out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh last. Heads back to Riverton. Both Cammie Paskett and Savannah Morton have been playing a lot of soccer in their free time. They'll be a couple of the senior leaders for the new Lady Wolverine head soccer coach Aziz Wahid this year. Had the opportunity to chat with the coach about turf wars in Laramie recently and some of the practices. He's very optimistic about a lot of talent he has and what is a really growing soccer community here. We'll chat more soccer with Coach Wahid and Coach Slack,
First team foul.
or Coach Samuelson, I should say, Brady Samuelson, the Riverton boys coach. Foul on Peyton Hill was her second. Entry pass to Cloud Horse, who's hammered to the floor, and Lucero picks up the personal. We too is going to get some free throws.
Kelly Walsh foul 10. Lucero, her second. Second team foul.
Second team foul.
Riverton 11.
Third on Lucero, and Cloud Horse will toe the mark. We two's first is nothing but net. She's got one more. We two looking for her fourth point of the ball game. She is a 65% free throw shooter on the season so far. We two's second one is also a good-looking shot that drops. Riverton trails by a point now. 6:25 to play third quarter. It's Kelly Walsh 25, Riverton 24 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Jared Anderson here, Wyatt Marijka silently with me. That's how I like it when Wyatt is silent. 3 is no good by Davila. In and out. Here's Jackson on the rebound. Riverton trailing by a point, looking for their first lead of the quarter. At least 5 ties in the first half. Morton, right side, way outside. Savannah bounce it a couple of times. Give it to Jackson. Spot up 3. Swish. Paisley Jackson with her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 10 points, and Riverton has a 2-point advantage. Davila behind the back dribble to break the time stripe, feed the paint. Back to Davila for the answer 3. That's good. Kennedy Davila does not need a lot of space. She's got 12 points on 4 3-pointers. K-Dub with a 1-point lead as we trade leads here. Fun ball game so far from Wolverine Gym. Glad you're with us. Here's Cloud Horse down low. Turnaround 2 is no good, too strong, and Davila will take it away. Kennedy outlet to Green. Green's on the run with it as it poked away and taken away by Jackson. Paisley on the run. Green trying to get the ball back. Jackson shot in transition way too hard. Leesburg, the rebound put back is no good, and Davila will finally clear it away for the Lady Trojans. Kelly Walsh qualified for state last year. Had only won 7 games, but put together a really nice run at regionals. Was a really feel-good story at Casper last year, getting to play in front of the home fans at the event center. They brought a lot of people out. Shot no good. Leesburg take it away. They've never won a state championship, too, which kind of blew my mind. Leesburg has it swatted away out of bounds. Finished second a couple of times, most recently in 1998, but no championships in school history. Riverton's going to take a 30-second timeout. Coach Bosner wants to discuss something with his troops, so they'll gather around. 4:17 remaining. It's Kelly Walsh narrowly in front of Riverton right now, 28-27. Fun little stretch when we exchange three-pointers. Paisley Jackson hit one. Kennedy Davila comes right down the other way, hits another one. And the K-Dub lead is a single points. I want to thank Redden Kane and Associates, proud to support the Lady Wolverines. Redden Kane and Associates, your local tax professionals at 202 North Broadway or online at rivertoncpa.com. And thank you to Wyoming Catholic College, proud to cheer on our local athletes. Your dedication on and off the court is admirable. Find more at wyomingcatholic.edu. Ingstrom under the Riverton bucket. Out of the RHS timeout. Ingstrom still looking. Bounce pass it into Jackson. Tried to lay it up with her back to the basket. Couldn't get it to go, and Davila will steal it away quickly for K-Dub. Davila to Green. Skip pass all the way across the court to Van Houten. She'll go baseline. Good ball movement. Davila, another three. Yes, she's got 5 three-pointers. 4-point Kelly Walsh lead. And obviously still just a very narrow margin of advantage for Kelly Walsh, but the difference in this game has been Kennedy Davila from the outside. Left side, outside, Cami Paskett. Jackson in the corner. Paisley has it poked away from behind, and it's saved right along the corner there of the half-court line and out-of-bounds line by Paskett, who tiptoes and gathers it in. Savannah backs it way off. Right side perimeter now to Paskett. Watches a cut go by, finds Ingstrom on a cut. Ingstrom, big pivot, can't get it to go, is well off balance there. Davila gathers it in and then is fouled in backcourt by a Lady Wolverine. That is Ingstrom, who got a piece of Davila. That's Haley's first. Second team foul of the third quarter. We two returns for Riverton. Tyra comes back in and Mathill back in. Tyra and Mathill for the first time this quarter. And under 3 minutes to go now. It's 31-27. Kelly Walsh out in front. Almost a steal by Leesburg, but kept alive by Lady Trojans. Ball tipped out of bounds by Paskett into the front row of the stands. Cross, right hand dribble at the top. Goes right side outside now to Kroger. Back to Cross. Kelly Walsh, when they're in that half-court set, does a nice job with ball movement. There's a travel, though. Van Houten, I think, got a little confused where she wanted to go with it. Looked down low, then looked back up top, and foot just kept moving. Wyatt and I will be with you next Tuesday as we've got Fremont County rivalry basketball. Van Houten the steal in backcourt, lay it up and in. That's Sydney's first bucket. Riverton and Lander, keeper of the gold game. Next Tuesday, we'll have a dual broadcast, which means Wyatt and I get to duel, I think, right? We will coordinate for the broadcast. Wyatt will put up with me. You can hear that on Jack FM, KOVE, and watch like you're used to on County 10's YouTube channel. There's Leesburg at the top. Leesburg tried to hang it down low to Tyra, but the ball tipped and taken away. And Cross has it for Kelly Walsh. Tough defensive pressure all over the floor. Cami Paskett. Ball out of bounds, goes back to Riverton. That's a really nice defensive stop for Riverton at a crucial juncture. I know this is just a 6-point game, but this has been about the most separation we've seen from either team. And Riverton doesn't want to let this get too much further away from them. A bucket here would obviously be nice for Riverton fans too. Paskett can't get it to go, but she's fouled on the way up, and Cami will head to the free throw line on the Lady Trojan foul. That's on Lillian Hudson. Lillian's first.
Fourth team foul.
That is K-Dub's fourth team foul as well. So Kemi Paskett to the line. First of two will roll over the rim and drop. Kemi had only shot 15 free throws coming into play this week. She'd made 6 of them. So not a ton of in-game practice at the line. Second one is hard off the back of the rim, doesn't drop. So it's a 5-point game with 90 seconds remaining, third quarter. There's a long shot missed by Green, and Tyra goes to the baseline to try to save it out of bounds. I thought off of Tyra. They're going to say the official down low said Riverton basketball. Now he's going to look at the other official who says Kelly Walsh basketball. Got confused there. I do think that's definitely the right call. Coach Gillum was right there on top of it saying, you might want to rethink that. Now Coach Gillum and Coach Bosner exchange some pleasantries across the way and a smile. Davila right out of the inbound for 3, no good. Apparently she's human. That's the first I've seen her miss from the outside. A long rebound goes out of bounds. Third quarter action, Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard has Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton 33-28. Engstrom's going to get charged with a 5-second violation in backcourt. She just couldn't find anybody open. K-Dub, like a great secondary there, had everybody covered. Green, lob to the paint, knocked back to Hill. Shot from the corner too. Peyton Hill's got it for her first bucket of the game. And Kelly Walsh's largest lead now is 7, 35-28. Stolen in backcourt. Davila for 3. That's no good. Green gets the rebound, is knocked to the floor. Out of bounds off of Riverton. Nothing called. I thought Green may draw a foul, but it'll be ball out of bounds to the Lady Trojans. So Kelly Walsh out-physicaling Riverton here in the third quarter. Outscoring them too, and sneaking behind everybody's Lillian Hudson on the inbound. Lay it up and in. Cloud Horse will stop for a long 2. That's no good. Front of the rim. Long rebound will stay Riverton basketball. Nope, they'll say Kelly Walsh basketball. Thought the official down low pointed Riverton first. Now he will say K-Dub. So K-Dub was up 22-20 at the intermission. Knocked out of bounds, stays. They'll give it to Riverton. Out of bounds off of a Kelly Walsh hand. So back to the Lady Wolverines. Could use a little bit of momentum here headed into the final quarter, you would think. Here's Cloud Horse down low. Can't get the shot to drop, and Allaire will quickly grab the rebound. Allaire up ahead to Green. Back to Kennedy Davila. The junior has certainly been impressive in this contest. Hudson on the block, poked away, taken away. Paskett, good defense by the Lady Wolverines. Ball on the floor, and it's Hill. Take it right back for the Lady Trojans, and now a traveling violation.
Substitution for Riverton 24, Tyra.
11 seconds remaining in the quarter. Kelly Walsh with that 37-28 advantage. And pass tipped by Kelly Walsh. I guess they're going to say, go back to Riverton. Off in the hands of Paskett. Loose ball gathered in by Leesburg with 6 seconds. Leesburg quickly into the Riverton front court as it's stolen away from Green. Green all alone at the buzzer. Lay it up and in. Kelly Walsh bench is excited. Their largest lead of the game. First time we've been separated by double digits at the end of the third quarter. It's K-Dub 39, Riverton 28. Come on back for the final 8 minutes. You're watching the Lady Wolverines on County10.com and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Fourth quarter is set to begin from Wolverine Gym. Jared Anderson, Wyatt Barijka with you. Kelly Walsh out in front of the Lady Wolverines. 39-28 was 22-20 K-Dub at the half. And Lady Trojans kind of piling it on there in the third quarter. Still very much within reach, but Riverton's got to find some stops defensively and quite a few points here in a hurry. Riverton will start with the basketball. It's Jackson with a hand in her face. Jackson has it poked and taken away, though. Davila on the run. Kelly's got numbers. Davila with a nice pass. Can't get the first shot to go. They'll try it again. That's also no good. Van Houten missed the first time. And the ball ultimately came back to Peyton Hill, and she travels with it. So we'll go back to the Lady Wolverines.
Fans will have our 50-50 drawing at the next timeout.
7:14 remaining in regulation. Right side to Jackson. Stares at the Wolverine offense, and now she'll take it on the dribble. Force up a tough right-hand shot. That's no good. And a rebound cleared out by Peyton Hill. Hill to Davila. Coach Gilliam shows the Texas Longhorns rock-on sign for the play call, and apparently that's Davila shoot a long three, in and out, no good. Foul on the rebound, assessed to Kelly Walsh. That's going to go against Kendall Allaire. Kendall's first team foul on anybody here in the fourth quarter. Leesburg across the time stripe, poked away from behind. Good hustle by Peyton Hill, and it's gathered in by Lily Hudson. Foul in backcourt on Jackson. Jackson threw her hands up, disagreed, at least initially, with the call. That's Paisley's second.
First team foul.
Wyoming Cowgirls trailing Colorado State 33-31 early third quarter. Baltimore Ravens on top of the Houston Texans 3-0 late first quarter. Lob down low, Davila. Now Hudson from the angle got it.
Hudson.
Lillian now in double digits with 10. Jackson off glass two is good. That's the answer Riverton needed right there. Engstrom, I should say. I think I called her Jackson. Haley Engstrom off glass two. It's an 11-point Kelly Walsh advantage. Riverton's got to figure out some defensive stops. With still enough time, certainly, to get in this. There's one shot, no good by Hudson, and Engstrom is there for another rebound. Paisley. Look down low to Tyra, off of her hands, out of bounds. And it'll stay a Riverton possession. Lucero and Cross return for Kelly Walsh. Mathill returns for Lady Wolverines. Leesburg inbounds to Mathill, who holds it at the top. Mathill tried to lob it to Engstrom. She was double-teamed. The ball taken away. Hill ultimately intercepted it. Give it to Kennedy Davila. Kelly Walsh with time on their side. Gonna give it up to Allaire. Shot from beyond the free throw line was no good, but they'll keep it alive with an offensive rebound. Now Allaire backing in down low on Tyra. She's double teamed, and a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Riverton. We're tied at 9s at the end of 1. I'm going to say possession arrows, Kelly Walsh's. I saw the lights on the possession arrow wrong, apparently.
Kelly Walsh, 33, green.
We'll switch it over to Riverton on the inbound. But K-Dubs for now. Lucero backing in down low. Cloud Horse will strip it away, take it away. Morton slow jog up the floor for the Lady Wolverines. 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Savannah way up top. Leesburg will put it on the floor. Look down low for a moment. Nothing there. Now Morton. And Engstrom comes way out. Leesburg now dribble drive inside the free throw line. And she's fouled. Second team foul on Kelly Walsh. That'll be the second on Aramia Green. No, the third on Aramia.
33, green.
Leesburg will get a quick breather. Send Cammie Paskett back to the Riverton lineup. Haley looking on the inbound. Gets it to Mathil. Mathil and Lucero body each other up down low. And now Paskett is knocked hard to the floor. That one's going to go on Cross. Cross picks up her second. Paisley Jackson, after a quick breather, will be at the check-in stand. Next dead ball. There's Morton. And back to Paskett. Look down low to Cloud Horse. We too backing in, turn around, partially blocked, and Lucero's there to get the basketball. Tie up. Timbri Mathil will cause the tie-up this time, and Riverton has the possession arrow this time.
For Riverton, 21, Jensen.
Paisley returns. Cammie Paskett comes out. Kelly Walsh up by 11, 4:12 to play. 41-30 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Jackson backing in on the baseline. Now give it to We2. Pass in traffic taken away by Aramia Green and knocked out of bounds off of Riverton last, so it'll stay Kelly Walsh basketball.
Returning for Riverton, 1, Leesburg.
Taylor Leesburg will check back in. Olivia Morton. Savannah Morton will come out for Riverton. And Engstrom also came out for Riverton. Did not see who replaced her, but maybe it was Cloud Horse with the quick break there. Hill on the baseline, out of bounds, so Kelly Walsh will turn it over right back to Riverton.
Kelly Walsh, 2 to be left.
Lady Wolverines with just 2 points this quarter so far. Need a flurry of scoring here in the final 3:40 if they want to get back into this one. Foul in backcourt on Kelly Walsh. Haley Larson picks up her first. Haley's only played in a couple of ball games so far this year for Kelly Walsh. She had a few moments in the second quarter. Now she's back in there, just a freshman. Paisley is knocked to the deck right at midcourt, and nothing called. They're just going to say ball out of bounds off of Kelly. Leesburg walks it into the Riverton front court. Right side, they go to Jackson. Paisley on the floor, gets past 2 defenders, lay it up and in. Nice dribble drive. Paisley Jackson, who's got a dozen. And we're back down to a single-digit game, 41-32, Riverton trailing. Allaire, right side block. Mathil will ratchet up some good defensive pressure. Hudson, Green, as Leesburg on her, will shake off the defender, try a 3. That's no good. Kept alive by Allaire, though. Back to Green. Another 3 is no good, and ball will hit the baseline out of bounds to Riverton. Coach Boz wants a timeout for Riverton. He wants a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick break with him. Just 2:58 remaining. Kelly Walsh 41, Riverton 32. Back to wrap this one up in 60 seconds on county10.com and Jack FM.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing Wioglass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose Wioglass. Visit us at wioglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Fourth quarter resumes out of the Coach Bosner timeout, and a push foul in backcourt here as soon as we're underway on Kelly Walsh. Will be shooting. That was the 5th team foul and also the 4th personal foul on Ramya Green. I'm going to say Paisley Jackson to the line. Paisley,
Jackson.
one of the best free throwers on this Lady Wolverine team. First of 2 is good. Jackson's got one more. Lets it fly, in and out, no good. So we'll stay at an 8-point ball game for the time being. 2:48 to play. Riverton trying to force a steal. Ball out of bounds. Right at midcourt. Nice defensive pressure by Riverton, and a couple of the officials will get together, but they're going to give it to Kelly Walsh. Cloudhorse and Jackson exit the contest, and we might start to see some situational things. Some of the Riverton crowd wanted that Riverton's basketball. Will not get it though. Hill at the top. Peyton, right side outside. Pick up the dribble and find Allaire. If you're Kelly Walsh, I would think you'd want to milk some time in these positions, just in these possessions. Just let the clock run a little bit. Make Riverton come out and contest. Knocked out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh last. Boy, great defensive pressure there by Cammie Paskett. And now we get these situational subs with Cloudhorse and Jackson returning for the offensive possession. They're going to keep Morton and Engstrom right near the check-in stand so they can send them in when Riverton's back out there on defense if they get the opportunity. Leesburg to Jackson. Jackson scoop up a tough running shot, no good. Cloudhorse to follow, it drops and she's fouled. We2's got 6 and she'll go to the line with an opportunity for her 7th point. Most importantly, a chance to pull with in 5 for the Lady Wolverines. Morton returns. Jackson checks out. Cloudhorse will go to the line. We2's free throw is no good, too strong, and rebounded out by Peyton Hill. Hill to Davila. Kennedy tried to find Allaire, was tipped by Mathil Timbry with a really nice hustle play. And now the officials are going to, I think they said Riverton basketball. The Kelly Walsh bench was ready to explode, and now they'll give it back to Kelly Walsh. Davila way up top. 1:45 remaining in the contest. It is a 6-point game, 41-35. K-Dub leads. Shot by Davila, partially blocked and taken away by Engstrom. There comes Haley, and a timeout asked for by Coach Bosner. Riverton, by my calculation, has just one timeout remaining. With 1:33 left to play, we'll keep the full timeout right here down the stretch of this one. Riverton led in scoring by Paisley Jackson with 13 points. Kennedy Davila has 15 for Kelly Walsh, all on three-pointers for Kennedy, by the way, with 5 triples. It's been one of the better efforts we've seen out of this Lady Wolverine team so far this season. Of course, they knocked off Rollins twice, once at the Stranigan Classic, once at the Flaming Gorge tournament, but haven't seen a game this close since that Flaming Gorge tournament. And if you're a Lady Wolverine supporter, would love to see him put together a run here at the end of the ball game. Taylin Leesburg, Cami Paskett, Weetu Cloud Horse, Paisley Jackson, Timbri Mathill on the floor for the Lady Wolverines. Green, Hudson, Allaire, Davila, and Hill on the floor for Kelly Walsh. There's Paskett at the top. 90 seconds to play now. Riverton trailing by 6 with the possession. Cloud Horse, high post, hands back to Paskett. Knocked out of bounds off of Kelly Walsh. Jackson will trigger it in under end of the left of the Riverton hoop. Slaps the basketball, looking, will go to the corner to Paskett. Find Cloud Horse down low. Cloud Horse turnaround 2 is good. Weetu with a nice move down low. And Riverton pulls to within 4. Riverton whistled in backcourt, almost a takeaway, but a foul on Leesburg, her third, team foul number 3. And ultimately may not be the worst thing for Riverton to give up a couple of fouls right here. Still, actually, that's just their second team foul of the quarter. Hill quickly into the Kelly Walsh front court with 1 minute remaining in the ball game. 4-point lead for Kelly Walsh, 41-37. Riverton trying to tighten up the defensive pressure. Coach Bosner asking the girls to come up, try to force a steal, maybe give up a foul. Davila will try a long 3. That's no good. Too strong, but the rebound is hustled down by Hudson, and a timeout asked for by Coach Gillum. Not sure that Kayla was particularly satisfied with the 3-point attempt there. They didn't necessarily need to shoot. And it'll be an opportunity for Riverton here in the timeout to maybe discuss their fouling strategy. If they want to get out and foul, they still only have 2 team fouls this fourth quarter. So 2 to give before they make them shoot free throws. It is a animated huddle with Coach Bosner gathered around his kids. Well, no matter what happens down the stretch here for Riverton girls basketball fans, I think you've got to be pleased with the effort. It was a tough loss again last night on the road to Rock Springs, and the way they bounced back and are competing here in this conference matchup has they've shown a lot of heart all season, that's for sure. They haven't been especially successful on the win-loss column, as successful as they would like, but they've shown some grit and heart down the stretch, and they're showcasing that again. There's 42 seconds on the clock here in regulation. 41-37, the Kelly Walsh lead. The Lady Trojans will throw it in here as Peyton Hill, underneath her own bucket, gets it to Green away up top. Leesburg looks like she's trying to foul. Now they'll go to Peyton Hill. Hill zigging and zagging. Riverton still hasn't found a way to stop the clock, and Engstrom will finally grab a defender and foul her. Third team foul, ball out of bounds. 30 seconds remaining.
Riverton foul, 13. Engstrom.
Haley's second.
13.
Hill still looking for Kelly Walsh. Get it up top to Green, who's grabbed and fouled immediately by Leesburg. That only took about 0.8 off the clock.
Riverton foul 1, Leesburg.
So the 4th team foul and the 4th personal on Leesburg as well. Inbound up top to Davila. Paskett on her defensively. Davila just trying to let the clock run down, and now Paskett will give up the foul. Paskett also fell to the ground, and it looked like she twisted an ankle, is slow to get up. Hopefully Cammie's okay, and some pain there on her left ankle, it looks like from here. She's just going to take a seat and be assessed by the Riverton coaching staff. 24 seconds remaining, 4-point contest, and both of these teams are going to huddle up. Again, Cammie gave up the foul. There wasn't really a lot of contact. She just grabbed the player with the basketball, Kennedy Davila, and now is helped to her feet with a nice round of applause from the crowd. Looked like she stepped awkwardly and got that ankle rolled up. Cammie able to walk with a limp and doing it under her own weight at this point. So good news there. It'll be Kennedy Davila to the free throw line for the Lady Trojans, shooting twice. No matter what happens at the line for the 57% free throw shooter. Cloudhorse tried to sub in late, wanted to get in the lane, and now they'll hold up play, let We Two get situated. No matter what happens at the free throw line here, still a 2-possession game. First for Davila, front of the rim, no good. Davila just needs to be about 6 feet behind. She's hit 5 3-pointers in the contest. Second free throw, no good, too strong. Rebound kept alive by Hudson, though. Kelly Walsh going to get another try at it. The clock continues to run. Here's Green. Riverton needs to get out and foul or try to steal. Now Davila holds it. Leesburg gives up her 5th. And with 12.5 seconds remaining, Taylin Leesburg going to foul out of the contest. She had no choice there, had to foul. She finishes with 5 points. Paisley Jackson returns to the Riverton lineup. Where that offensive rebound on the free throw was disheartening there, as Davila's first free throw this time is good. Kennedy will have one more. Steps to the line, dribbles it once, bends the knees, and that one rattles home. So Davila hits those two. Riverton needs to move quickly. Loose ball in backcourt, finally gathered in just 6 seconds. Here's Morton, will huck it down low, nobody home, and with 1 or 2 seconds remaining, it'll be ball out of bounds to Kelly Walsh. They may want to put a few more seconds on the clock. They won't even look at it. Kelly Walsh will escape with the victory, 43-37. So Lady Trojans improve to 3-10 on the year. The Lady Wolverines will drop to 2-11. Was a hard-fought contest, but Riverton ultimately comes up just a little bit short. We will get into a very short Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, run down final scoring numbers, and we will also select our Tyler Watson State Farm players of the game. We'll do all of that in just a few moments, and don't forget, we've got boys basketball coming at you here in about 10 minutes as we'll set the stage for Riverton and Kelly Walsh boys. You've been listening to the Lady Wolverines on 105.1 Jack FM and watching Riverton High School basketball on County 10's YouTube channel.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Lady Wolverines dropped to 2-11 in a heartbreaker here against the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans. Was tied at 9s at the end of one. They trailed 22-20 at halftime. Kelly Walsh with a pretty dominant third quarter, led 39-28. Riverton kept it interesting for the duration of the fourth quarter, but ultimately came up short, 43-37. Final scoring numbers individually for the Lady Wolverines. They were led by Paisley Jackson with 13, 8 points for Weed2 Cloudhorse, 5 points for Tatum Tyra, and 5 points for Taylin Leesburg. Taylin fouled out with about 12 seconds remaining. Haley Engstrom had 6 points and 1 point for Cammie Paskett. Lady Wolverines again finished with 37 points, which is a much better offensive outing than they saw last night and have had in quite a while. So you feel optimistic about that if you're a Riverton fan, but unfortunately just couldn't quite get over the hump there to beat this Kelly Walsh team. Lady Trojans were led by Kennedy Davila, who was spectacular. 5 3-pointers and a couple of free throws. She finishes with 17. 10 points for Lillian Hudson, the freshman off the bench, with double digits. 6 points for Kendall Allaire. Then it goes 4 points for Ramya Green. 3 points for Kiera Lucero. And 2 points for Brooklyn Seago, 2 points for Sydney Van Houten, 2 points for Peyton Hill. It's time to select our players of the game, made possible by State Farm Insurance representative Tyler Watson at State Farm. They are ready to protect your future. Tyler Watson is an RHS alumnus and a proud supporter of the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. Give Tyler Watson at State Farm a call at 856-4118, 856-4118. We'll give a nod to the winning team and select our player of the game from Kelly Walsh as Kennedy Davila. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Those 5 3-pointers and a couple of free throws there to seal the victory at the end. So congratulations to Kennedy. For the Lady Wolverines, I thought Haley Engstrom had a really nice game for Riverton. She was physical in the post, came up with a couple of big rebounds in the fourth quarter to give her team an opportunity. Ultimately finished with 6 points, all of which came in the paint, but really impressed all season long with Haley's play, and just situationally they put her in at the end of the game, making sure that she was one of the key defenders out there. She and Savannah Morton so good on the defensive side of the ball, and Haley, I think, is deserving as our player of the game, thanks to Tyler Watson at State Farm Insurance. Again, Tyler and State Farm, ready to protect your future. You can give their office a call at 856-4118, 856-4118. Once again, Kelly Walsh knocks off the Riverton ladies 43-28. to 37. We will set the stage for boys basketball in just a moment. Riverton and Kelly Walsh shooting around right now. We're about 6 minutes away from tip-off of this one. So the second half of our doubleheader and the Porter's Tailgate Show on the way in moments. You've been watching the Lady Wolverines on county10.com and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAXRiverton.com. I'm
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome into part 2 of our doubleheader of Riverton basketball this afternoon. Riverton and Kelly Walsh boys basketball. Both of these teams trying to bounce back after suffering losses last night, and they are both looking for a win that they have had a hard time coming by as of late in the 4A ranks. Riverton is 6-7 on the season. Kelly Walsh is 4-7. Riverton, of course, had that tough loss at Rock Springs last night, 78-64. This team has been short at least a player or two all season long, and they lost Dre Monroe last night. He is not shooting around for the Wolverines. I know sickness is going through this Riverton team, so it will not be a full roster again for Riverton today, but we will see what happens here on the more friendly home court at Riverton High School. This Kelly Walsh team looking to bounce back after a sub-500 record last year. They did not qualify for the state tournament last year, went 8-13, and they've got a rich basketball history when it comes to boys basketball at Kelly Walsh. They've had 6 championships in the school's history and recently won championships in 2019 and 2017. So far this season, team stat-wise, Riverton averages 57 points per game. That's 6th best in 4A boys basketball. Kelly Walsh is averaging 49.7 points per game. That's 12th best. Defensively, Riverton allows 51.5 points per game. That's 8th best. And Kelly Walsh averages 53 points per game. That's 9th best. So not a lot of separation defensively there. Riverton does outscore Kelly Walsh by about 8.5 points per game. Some of the players to watch in this one, Kelly Walsh led by Mason Eager. Eager averages nearly 14 14 points a game, 4.5 rebounds per game. Jack Nichols is also a stud for them, averages 10 points per game, and Bo Barkley averages just over 7 points per game. Of course, Riverton led offensively by Derek DeVries and Parker Paxton. Derek, their leading scorer right now with 19.7 points per game. DeVries with 17.3 points per game. Garrick has also slid into the leading rebounder role on this team at 6.5 rebounds per game. Draymond Rowe, unfortunately, will not be in attendance in this one for Riverton, so also keep an eye out for Ty Sheets, averaging 8.5 points per game, and Hunter Houck, kind of the do-everything utility guy, 2 points per game, but 4.5 rebounds per game, and presumably he'll be back in the Riverton starting lineup tonight. Though, as I look down there, I think they've got Eli Lucas ready to start in this one, which I haven't seen before this season, but Eli with the warm-ups off, and looks like he's ready to start the contest. Randy Roden is in his 13th year for the Kelly Walsh boys. He's had a lot of success over the last 13 seasons as well, but was frustrated at the end of last year with that sub-500 record, not making it back to the state tournament. Bo Sheets in his 6th year at the helm with the Riverton Wolverines as the crowd continues to file in here at Wolverine Gymnasium. We're going to get this one going just a few minutes behind our 3:30 projected schedule. Jared Anderson and Wyatt Marijka here with you. Want to thank Porter's Supply Company at the corner of Sunset and Federal, making our pregame show possible, as starting lineups will be introduced to the crowd here in just a few moments. Kelly Walsh will come out looking like this. Number 3 is Mason Eager. Eager, a sophomore, averages nearly 14 points per game. Number 5 is Jaden Becker. Becker averages 6.3 points per game. Jason Nichols also gets the start. Nichols wears number 12. A little slow to pick up these Kelly Walsh starters, slightly different than I had. Bo Barkley wears number 21, gets the start, and I'm missing one more that I'll pick up on the fly for you here for Kelly Walsh starters. Riverton starters being introduced to the home crowd. Derek DeVries is number 1. DeVries, a senior, averaging 17 points per game. Number 2 is Ty Sheets, a senior, averaging 8.5 points per game. Parker Paxton, a senior, wears number 12, 20 points per game. Then Eli Lucas in the starting lineup. Lucas, a senior, averaging 6 points per game for the Wolverines. First time we have seen Eli start. Hunter Houck, number 24, the other Riverton starter. Riverton in the home white uniforms. Kelly Walsh in those Kelly green uniforms. DeVries in the jump center circle opposite Caden Boyce, who is the starter that I could not find out there for a long time. Ball out of bounds to Riverton off of the jump ball, so Riverton will get the first official possession with it. Glad you're with us again. Jared Anderson here, Wyatt Marijka running camera, producing the broadcast behind the scenes for us. Parker Paxton, square up 3, he's got it. Parker with the first points of the ball game in favor of Riverton, and boy, you've seen that so many times to start ball games. If you're a Riverton fan, somebody just spot up and let a 3 fly. It's usually Parker or Derek, and Paxton knocks it down to set the tempo right away. Nichols go in the corner. 3 is good the other direction. Jaden Becker knock it down for Kelly Walsh. And Randy Roden in his 13th season, Bo Sheets in his 6th season, the head coaches for both of these teams. Parker, right side shot, not going to drop, and rebound comes away to Eager. Mason, wing it around to Becker. Now back to Mason for 3 in the corner. That's no good. Hits off the rim. Rebound fought for, pinballs, and gathered in by Kelly Walsh to keep it alive. 3-3 our score. We've played a minute 20 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 3 in the corner by Eager is not going to drop. He gets his own rebound, though. putback is not going to fall, and DeVries is there to take it away for the Wolverines. Paxton now back to Derek, way up top with it. K-Dub in his zone to start. DeVries holds it at the top as Riverton slows things up. Now Ty Sheets has his hands on it left side outside. Riverton just slowly playing catch at the top. DeVries squared to the basket, does not pull the trigger. Now Hauk hands back to Sheets. He'll try the three. That's good. Looked good the whole way. It is good. Ty Sheets with the triple. Last time we were at Wolverine Gym, Riverton knocked off Cody, and we started the game with 3 3-pointers in a row. It was Paxton, Sheets, and DeVries against Cody. Right now it's Sheets and Paxton with 3-pointers. Eager goes underneath. Now outside three by Mason is not going to drop, and Hauk will take it away on the glass. DeVries stares into the 2-3 zone. Give it to Parker. There's Sheets, high post to Hauk, wing it around to DeVries for three, in and out, no good. Lucas battled for the rebound, but ultimately out of bounds off of him. Welcome those of you on the County 10 YouTube channel. Feel free to drop a comment with your Wolverine supports, or let us know where you're watching along from. Would love to say hello to you as the broadcast continues. Becker tried to find Nichols, had it poked away for a second by DeVries, but gathers it back in. Now Kelly Walsh in deep. Nichols will try a three and knock it down. Jack Nichols 3-pointer. We're at 6-6, all on 3-pointers. A pair for either team so far. 4:38 remaining first quarter. Hauk knocked to the floor, gathers it in. Possession arrow says Kelly Walsh.
Held ball possession, Kelly Walsh.
Brody Dale, Blake Gattenbein, the first subs of the game for Riverton High School. I've seen Brody start a handful of contests, including last night. First time, I think, at the varsity level that I can recall at least. Eli Lucas has been in the starting lineup. 3-pointer off the mark for Jaden Becker. And Riverton in transition with it now. Paxton, hand back to Gattenbein, his first touch of the game. Saw Blake with some really good JV moments. Here's a three by Brody Dale. That's off to the left. No good. Rebound down low is cleared by Caden Boyce, the senior. Boyce will outlet to Nichols. Jack backing in. Now hands it back to Becker, to Eager, straightaway three. That's no good off the back of the rim, and DeVries soars in for the rebound. Here comes Derek on the run with it. Derek gonna try to go down the lane, lose the handle, taken away. That was good pressure by Nichols. Jack pick up the dribble, deflected away by Brody Dale. Kelly Walsh gonna scoop up the loose ball though. Mason Eager now with it, trying to do work in the paint. Puts on a really nice move. A long pivot step there by Mason. And finally we have a 2-pointer in this game. 4 threes for both teams combined to open things up. There's Parker. He'll try another three, in and out, no good. And rebound goes to Jace Nichols. Three the other direction is missed by Eager, but kept alive. Kelly Walsh doing a lot of work on the glass. Becker will try a three. That's not going to drop. And here's Parker racing it into the Riverton front court. He will slow it up and wait for his teammates. Give it back to Brody Dale. See a trio of Kelly Walsh substitutions next dead ball, and at least one Riverton sub is Malachi Smith at the check-in stand. Shot off the mark, but DeVries is there. Turnaround two was no good, and rebound cleared away by Jack Nichols. In the corner. Now up top, Kelly Walsh goes. Three at the top from Jack was no good. Skimmed off the rim and ball out of bounds to Riverton. Malachi checks in for the Wolverines.
Substitution for Kelly Walsh.
Jonah Bollinger
15.
in for Kelly Walsh. Bo Barkley. And there's one more that I gotta find.
33, Smith.
Ty Sheets also returns to the Riverton lineup. Sheets, left side, outside with it. Hands back to Brody Dale. 2:08 remaining first quarter. Riverton trailing now 8-6 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. We were tied at 3s, tied at 6s. There's Brody at the top. Now right side to Ty. Wings it over to Parker Paxton. Paxton dribble it around up top, back it way off. Parker try to put a move on the dribble, went really high on the dribble, gathers it back in. Dale to Parker. Riverton a little slower paced offensively here than we're used to as Malachi tried to go in the paint to put a move on, couldn't get it to drop, but he's fouled, and Malachi Smith will have an opportunity at the free throw line. Malachi had some really good moments off the bench last night in Rock Springs for Riverton.
The line for Riverton, 33, Smith.
And he's got an opportunity here at the charity stripe. First one for Malachi, lets it fly. That's in and out, no good.
Substitutions for Kelly Walsh, 4, Fatal. 12, Nichols.
Coming into this contest, Malachi had only shot 6 varsity free throws. He's made 3 of them. So, see if he can hold true to his average. He can as he knocks that one down.
Returning for Riverton, 30, Lucas.
Lucas and DeVries return for the Riverton rotation. See Duncan Gilliam in for Kelly Walsh. Here is Duncan with the basketball now. Duncan finds Barkley. Corner 3 is knocked down. Jason Nichols, the junior, into the act with his first points. Kelly with their 3rd three-pointer of the game, and it's 11-7. Trojans on top of the Wolverines inside of a minute to play first quarter. Sheets, right side, outside, hands to Brody Dale. Brody, between the legs dribble, and we'll give back to Ty. High post Malachi in the corner to Lucas. Baseline drive. Find Brody for 3 in the corner. That's good. Big time shot, Brody Dale.
3 points.
30 seconds remaining in the corner. There's Barkley. Bow. D'd up by Brody Dale. And pass tipped and taken away by Derek DeVries. So the Riverton offense now trying to do some work with 11 seconds remaining in the quarter, trailing by 1. There's Brody, right side to Ty. Sheets back to Dale. Hear the countdown behind us, loose ball, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. So after 1, it's Kelly Walsh clinging to a 1-point lead, 11-10. We'll take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we will bring you the second quarter. You're watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
Here's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gym. After one, it's Kelly Walsh 11, Riverton 10. Both teams had 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. Be Riverton basketball here as we're set to resume action. Hunter Hauk will inbound to Derek DeVries right at midcourt. Derek with the slow walk across the timeline. Riverton seems maybe a tad bit fatigued after the trip to Rock Springs here to start the contest. Parker in the corner for 3. That's no good. Just a slower pace offensively than we're used to seeing from this Riverton team. 3 the other way. Mason Eager is good. He's got 5. And Kelly Walsh starts the second quarter with a triple. Here's DeVries. Baseline. DeVries is stuffed, but a foul first. They're going to call Duncan Gilliam with his first team foul on anybody in the second quarter. And Derek is going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Of course, everything's a couple of free throws in high school basketball this year. Derek's first one skims off the rim, no good. Wyoming Cowgirls wrapping up the border war. They lead Colorado State 61-56 with less than a minute remaining. In and out, DeVries shot no good. Ball out of bounds to the Wolverines. You can listen to the end of that game if you're interested over on KOVE 1330 AM or 107.7 FM with David Settle on the call. You're home for Cowgirl basketball all season is KOVE. Becker has Parker on him defensively. Now they'll go up top to Mason Eager. Team's leading scorers stop at the free throw line and outside to Jace Nichols. Another 3-pointer for Jace. Largest lead of the game for Kelly Walsh so far at 7. 17-10. We've played just over a minute in the second quarter. Here's Hauk, right side, stop in the paint. Tried to find Paxton, who has to save it along the baseline and does so to a defender as Becker will take it away. Becker to Eager, and they'll fight for it in the paint. Ultimately comes up top to Barkley. Nichols has his pocket picked by Derek DeVries. DeVries pushes in transition. Finger roll on the right side is good. Derek's first bucket of the ball game. Good to see if you're a Riverton fan. Derek getting into the act offensively. Becker. Now to Barkley. And back to Becker. The 2 Bs on the right side. Barkley and Becker play catch. They go to Jason Nichols, and now left side 3 is good by Mason Eager. His second 3-pointer of the game. Make it a 20-12 Kelly Walsh lead. Texans and Ravens, by the way, knotted up late second quarter. Got the Packers and the 49ers tonight. We'll all make it home for that one if you're an NFL fan. Pass down low. Eli Lucas can't hit, but a foul on Bollinger. Jonah's first.
Kelly Walsh foul, 15. Bollinger.
And free throws coming up for Eli Lucas.
Second team foul. To the line from Riverton.
So the Riverton senior will step to the line. Eli averaging 5.7 points per game. Has had some really nice moments off the bench this season and gets the start to this afternoon. Hits the first free throw. Second one for Eli. Lets it fly. That's good. Brody Dale returns to the Riverton lineup. 6-point game. Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton, 20-14. Gattenbein returns to the Riverton lineup too. Hunter Hauk will take a breather. Nichols across the time stripe for Kelly Walsh. Eager. Now left side outside to Nichols. Back way up top. Eager has it poked away by DeVries, but Eager's able to gather it back in. Mason, corner, long two, front of the rim, no good. Great position on the rebound by Boyce. Keep it alive to Nichols for three. That's no good. Boyce, his second offensive rebound. Handed to Mason, eager, up and in. Mason's the first player of the game in double digits, now with 10. 4:40 remaining second quarter. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Kelly Walsh 22, Riverton 14. Dale, top three, no good, too strong. Offensive rebound, Lucas, put back, got it. Eli's got four. Nichols finds Becker on the baseline, now back to Nichols, spins. This ball movement by Kelly Walsh, this time down. Eager, shot in the paint, no good, partially deflected and taken away by Brody Dale. Brody set up the Riverton offense, hand back to Derek DeVries. Go to the free throw line to Gattenbein, right back out to Dale. We'll see Sheets and Hauk check in next dead ball for Riverton. Played past the midway point of the second quarter as Riverton slows the offense down for a second. Paxton, long three-pointer is off the mark, no good. Rebound tracked down by Jace Nichols. The junior missed several games to start the season, but has come on to be one of the big contributors to this team. Same with Jaden Becker. Nichols couldn't get it to go after a spin in the lane, and here it's taken away by Paxton Parker. Hands to Brody Dale. Back to Parker. Riverton, again, has been facing that 2-3 zone, and I think Kelly Walsh has done a nice job sort of disguising some of those matchup zone looks. Shot no good from the right side, and Boyce will take it away. One and done are the Wolverines that time. 6-point Kelly Walsh advantage, looking for more. Three in the corner, Eager is no good, but another offensive rebound kept alive. It's Caden Boyce, the senior, that's really keeping it alive down there. He had two offensive rebounds a moment ago. He tipped that one to a teammate, and K-Dub reloads offensively here as Nichols gets it to Jack Nichols. Jack and Jace Nichols both out on the floor. Three from Becker in the corner, skims off, no good. Parker is fouled by Boyce on the rebound. That is the first time that Caden Boyce picks up the personal.
Kelly Walsh foul 32, Boyce, his first, third team foul.
Team foul number 3. Scoreboard's been at 22-16 for a little bit here with 2:18 to play second quarter. There's Brody Dale at the top. Now to Ty Sheets. Paxton, left-hand dribble. Nichols stares at him defensively. Now underneath Gattenbein, tried to make a baseline pass that was knocked off of a Kelly Walsh foot, out of bounds. Riverton's going to take a timeout. First timeout of the ball game, Bo Sheets wants a full timeout. We're going to keep it right here and thank some of the folks that make Riverton basketball possible. Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton, 22-16 with 1:57 remaining in the second quarter. Thanks to our friends at Sutherland's. They've got what you need for every project. Stop by Sutherland's at North Federal in Riverton. How about the good folks at Wyoming 4x4? They wish the Wolverines the best of luck. They're your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from lifts to bumpers, bedliners. Give them a call at Wyoming 4x4. And a big shout out to Eyes on Fremont. They're located at 111 South Broadway, supporting the Wolverines. Eyes on Fremont, your local optometrist. 1 minute, 57 seconds on the clock. Coach Roden breaks the huddle first, sends the Trojans back out on the floor. Riverton follows. Dick Quayle, Pat Patterson, the assistants. Bo Sheets in his 6th year overseeing the whole operation. Riverton fell below 500 last night, 6-7 on the season. Would love to fight back in this one and even up that record. Get another conference win would be big too, as Paxton with the dribble. Really aggressive, good pressure from Kelly Walsh. They're just really muddying up what Riverton wants to do offensively. There's a Trojan foul. Jack Nichols picks up his first. Derek returns to the RHS lineup. Blake Gattenbein will get a breather. There's Sheets in the corner. Ty put it on the floor. Now bounce pass it up top to DeVries. Derek backs it way off, shouts out some instructions, and finds Parker. Hauk, right side to Sheets. Sheets has a hand in his face the entire way. He'll try Dale, now back to Ty. There's Parker, a long three, in and out, no good. Rebound to Jaden Becker, who soared into the act. Riverton just really stagnant offensively, and I think a lot of that you can credit to Kelly Walsh and what they're doing defensively, but just not the same scoring threats we've seen from Riverton at a lot of points this season, with inside of a minute to play in the half now, 22-16 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Kelly Walsh on top as Eager hangs in the air in the paint for another 2 points for Mason. He's got a dozen. And add 2 more to the Kelly Walsh total, 24-16. Brody Dale. Sheets, right side outside. Ty holds the basketball, stares in defensively to the Trojans. Jump ball, and it's going to be Kelly Walsh on the possession arrow with 19 seconds remaining, second quarter. Nichols, the junior, will walk it up the floor. Now we'll turn the walk into a jog, use a screen at the top. Nichols will stop, ball swatted away off of a Riverton hand. Now they're going to confer. Official up top said he didn't see it. Not sure the official down low saw it either. I got to give it to Riverton. Both officials kind of looked at each other and shook their heads. Here's Parker to DeVries. 2 seconds. Derek, tough shot in the corner at the buzzer is no good. And at the half, Kelly Walsh out in front of Riverton, 24-16. They led by a point at the end of one. And they now lead by 8 at the intermission. So an interesting half of basketball. And we'll get into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show here in just a couple of moments. We'll run down individual scoring numbers and set you up for a second half of action that Riverton's going to have to start playing a whole lot better, especially on the offensive side of the floor if they want to get back into this one. So we'll tell you all about it coming up here at the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. But again, at the break, it's Kelly Walsh 24, Riverton 16. We'll take a timeout and get into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show after this. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel, listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
Did you see Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? What did he tell?
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Proud to support the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We are County10.com.
Welcome you into the intermission here. A tough first half for these Wolverines. They are trailing 16-24 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. See if I can get all your graphics loaded correctly here. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, as the graphic indicates for our audience on County 10's YouTube channel. Kelly Walsh on top of Riverton, 24-16. Thanks to the good folks at the Wyoming Department of Transportation, who are doing just an outstanding job this time of year. You see the friendly snowplow drivers out there making sure that our roadways are safe, and they remind you to please buckle your seatbelt every trip, every time. It's important no matter the weather, but when you factor in some slick Wyoming roadways, you definitely want that seatbelt fastened. So buckle up every trip, every time. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Individual scoring numbers here. We'll start for the Wolverines. Nobody with a lot of points, but there are a few different contributors for Riverton. 16 points. Eli Lucas, who got the start, has 4 to lead the way for the Wolverines. Ty Sheets has 3. Brody Dale has 3. Parker Paxton has 3. All of those individuals hit 3-pointers for their 3-point total. Derek DeVries finishes the first half with 2. Malachi Smith hit a free throw, has 1 point. Kelly Walsh led in scoring by Mason Eager. The sophomore and team's leading scorer has been really impressive. He's got 12 points so far, including 2 3-pointers and 3 2-pointers. Then it goes Jace Nichols, who's hit a pair of triples for 6 points, 3 points for Jack Nichols, and 3 points for Jaden Becker. So Kelly Walsh with the advantage at the break here. It's been kind of the Mason Eager show offensively. Riverton, I guess to their credit, does have 6 players in the scorebook offensively, but they have tallied just 16 points here at the break, which is not what we're used to from this Wolverine team. So about 5 minutes until we resume action here on County 10's YouTube channel. Welcome all of you watching along with us. Thanks to County 10 Sports Director Wyatt Barijka for manning the camera and getting us all situated here at Wolverine Gym. If you're joining the broadcast via our YouTube page, feel free to use that chat box and send your encouragement to the team you're rooting for, or maybe you just want to drop us a line, say hello. We would love to say hi to you and give you some shout outs on the broadcast. You're always welcome to make fun of the play-by-play announcer too. We encourage that around here. Wyatt's nodding his head frantically that I deserve to be made fun of. So you're more than welcome to do that on County 10's YouTube channel. Also welcome our radio audience on Jack FM as well. Try to see here momentarily if we've got any finals reported. There should be some girls games going final with Fremont County interest today. I know that WyoPreps.com scoreboard guy David Settle was doing the Border War, which wrapped up not long ago, and doesn't look like he's got anything reported yet, but he will eventually at WyoPreps.com. But we can tell you that the game that David Settle did do earlier today, Wyoming Cowgirls and the border war held off the Colorado State Rams 67-63. That game went final kind of as we were starting this boys game, and Cowgirls trailed for a while in the second half, but ultimately built a fourth quarter advantage, which they held for most of the fourth quarter. Outscored Colorado State in the final stages 24-13 and won 67-63. Give you a playoff update here while I can at the half. Houston Texans, Baltimore Ravens tied at 10s. Wyatt, who's been watching more of that game than my game, told me that Houston had an opportunity at a field goal late in the second quarter, but did not hit that field goal. So tied at 10s there. An interesting playoff game to be sure with the Texans and the Ravens. Glad you're here with us, though, for this one at Wolverine Gym. It is 24-16. Trojans out in front of the Wolverines. Riverton's got some work to do if they want to get back into it here in the second half. Thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation bringing us our Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll take a 60-second timeout when we're back. Half number 2 set to begin. You're watching coverage of the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price for every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherland's for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Welcome you back. Slightly above courtside, just to be specific. Thanks to the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show and YDOT for making that possible. Kelly Walsh leads Riverton 24-16 at the intermission. We are just about ready to go with quarter number 3. Jared Anderson, Wyatt Barijka here with you. Both teams gathered around their respective head coaches, Randy Roden and Bo Sheets. Derek DeVries, Ty Sheets, Parker Paxton, Hunter Houck, Eli Lucas, all set to start for the Wolverines. Same starting 5 for them. Jack Nichols, Mason Eager, Caden Boyce, Jaden Becker, and Jace Nichols. The original starting 5 for Kelly Walsh, and looks like that's what we've got again for both teams. If you're just joining us, Kelly Walsh in those green uniforms, Riverton in their home whites. It'll be RHS basketball to start quarter number 3. Ty Sheets will trigger it in right at midcourt, does so in backcourt to Parker Paxton, who slowly works it up the floor. Riverton switches sides, now attacking the zone to my left here at Wolverine Gym. We're on the score table side. Off of Ty Sheets' foot, somehow squirts all the way away to Eli Lucas. That ball rolled on the floor for a long time and nobody picked it up. Offensive foul on Ty Sheets. Boyce in there to take the charge. And Ty has his first on a player control foul 20 seconds in to quarter number 3. Riverton trailing by 8. Kelly Walsh outscored Riverton by 7 in the second quarter. Nichols holds at the top, now to Mason Eager, and an offensive foul on Eager. It was Ty Sheets to take the charge that time, so Sheets gets whistled for running into a player in the player control foul, and then he takes one at the other end. Mason Eager's first personal, first team foul. And both teams with a player control foul on their opening second half possession. Paxton at the top between the legs dribble. Give it to Ty. Spot up for three. Knock it down. Ty Sheets with the three-pointer. He's got 6. And that's what you like to see if you're a Wolverine supporter. Right out of the gates, Ty Sheets from the outside. Nichols, this is Jack Nichols. In the corner he goes to Jace Nichols. Shot no good. Parker up high for the rebound. Falls to the floor. Hands it to Hauk. Good job by Hunter helping a teammate out right there where he needed to be as Parker kind of got off balance. Lucas in the corner. Eli goes baseline. Pass one. Lay it up and in. Eli Lucas with 6. Bring the Wolverines back to within 3. 5-0 run to start the third quarter for Riverton. Eager to Nichols. Jack will spot up for 3. Swish. Jack Nichols' second three-pointer of the game. First points of the quarter for Kelly Walsh. Here's Sheets way at the top. Lucas holds the ball above his head. Now they tried to get it to DeVries. Couldn't find him, and ball punched away to the Trojans. Nichols spot up for 3 in the corner. That's good. Back-to-back threes. Actually, that's Jaden Becker. I beg your pardon. Jaden Becker was in the corner, and his teammates knew it too. He was standing there all by himself for a long time. Right hand pushed up and in by Derek DeVries is good. Just his 4th point of the contest so far, but that was a pretty shot from Derek. 7-point Kelly Walsh advantage with the basketball. Here's Becker. Shot almost wedged in there. No good, but they keep it alive. Boyce again with another offensive rebound. Becker now has it. Becker corner 3. That's no good. Front of the rim. Boyce again on the offensive glass. Up top to Nichols. Can't get it to go, and Hauk will clear it away for Riverton. Wolverines got to find a way to get a body on Caden Boyce. DeVries can't get it to go. Lucas fights for the rebound and gets tackled by a couple of people, but a timeout first by Coach Bo Sheets. 32nd timeout. Good job by the coach to help out his player there. And with 4:53 remaining third quarter, it's Kelly Walsh 30, Riverton 23. Both teams starting to heat up a little bit offensively, it feels like, here in the third quarter of this contest. Want to say thank you to Central Bank and Trust, your hometown bank, supporting our local athletes. Community matters at Central Bank and Trust. They're proud to offer services in Riverton, Lander, and Fort Washakie. And thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, Fremont Chevrolet in Riverton. Your hard work and dedication doesn't go unnoticed. Wolverines, Fremont Chevrolet GMC, here to help you every step of the way. Mason Eager has a game-high 12 points. Ty Sheets, Eli Lucas share team-high honors for Riverton with 6. RHS basketball out of the timeout. It's Brody Dale under his own bucket. They get it into Malachi Smith, who gets free. Left-hand layup, got it. Strong move by Malachi, who just entered the game. 4:43 remaining and a 5-point contest here in the third quarter. Here's Eager. Running into the paints, drop off a nice little dish to Bollinger, who scoop it up and in for his first points. So Kelly Walsh extends their lead back to 7 after we trade field goals. Brody Dale at the top, put it on the floor once. Now to Sheets, Ty. Back to Brody. Brody keeps it on the dribble. Defensive pressure applied there by Barkley, who made him pick it up and give it to Sheets. And now Ty's fouled. That foul on Barkley is first. Team foul number 2 here in the third quarter. Sheets looks high post for DeVries, but nothing doing there. He'll give it back up top to Dale. Now back to Ty. Collapsed on by a couple of defenders. Parker has it stripped out of his hands, gathers it in, hands back to Ty. Square up for 3, in and out, no good. A rebound fought for. Parker doing battle along the baseline with a couple of Trojans, and they'll say Riverton basketball, I think off of Barkley last. Jaden Becker and Jason Nichols return for K-Dub. Brody looking to inbound, finds DeVries. Derek runs down the lane, finger roll, got it. DeVries, quick first step, and just left his defender in the dust. Now Kelly wants to hustle in transition. Barkley, long two from the top, front of the rim, no good. Nichols gathers in the ball, and will keep it alive for Kelly Walsh. Riverton really getting worked on the glass here all game long. Gilliam, Duncan will stop, pivot around. Kelly Walsh reloads. Three in the corner. That was Barkley, can't hit. Malachi there for the rebound, and the Wolverines take it away. 3:07 to play third quarter. Here's Parker, left-hand shot on the baseline, good. Parker Paxton with just 5 points, but that shot certainly coming at a big time. It's a 3-point game again with 3 minutes remaining third quarter. Barkley looking for Nichols. Now a three from the top is off from Gilliam. Another Kelly Walsh rebound though. Nichols wing it around to Gilliam. Duncan to Barkley. They play catch around the perimeter. Barkley's left alone from the top. Three, that's off the mark. Rebound tipped all the way back to Barkley, and Kelly Walsh will reload a third time. Nichols walked. Riverton glad to have the basketball back, but have got to figure out something on the glass. Riverton student section getting a bit more spirited here as we tighten the contest up again. Riverton trailing by 3, 2:13 remaining third quarter, I should say. Sheets to Dale way up top, right, left side outside. Now Paxton back to Brody at the top. Brody to Ty. Ty, right hand dribble. Weaves around the top, finds Parker, now to Brody, got it partially blocked, and Jason Nichols will clean up the basketball, take it away. Long pass down court for Becker, had that partially blocked the other way, and Riverton gonna take it back. DeVries to Sheets, lay it up and in. Good job, Derek, in transition to recognize Ty Sheets was wide open. Got a good pass, and Sheets had a good finish. 1 point game with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Offensive foul. Ty Sheets there to take the contact again. Duncan Gilliam lowered the shoulder. And that's Duncan's second personal, his third personal. Riverton basketball on the player control foul, third team foul on Kelly Walsh of the quarter. Ty Sheets has taken the contact on both player control fouls. He might need soak in the ice tub tonight, but is certainly sacrificing his body and well-being for this team. Right side Parker. Paxton. You can tell Riverton wants to go inside, outside a little bit more. They've got Malachi at the high post, and they keep looking to him, but he is covered pretty well. Here's Ty for two. Got it. Ty Sheets gives the Wolverines the lead back, 33-32, inside of a minute to play third quarter. Eager at the top. Been a while since we've called Mason Eager's name. Here he is in the free throw lane. Eager to Nichols for three. Front of the rim, no good, and Sheets will come away with the rebound. Ty will push the tempo. Give it to Lucas. Eli, baseline drive. Leave it for Paxton soaring in. Paxton can't get it to go off balance. Wanted contact. Nothing called, and Nichols will clear it away. Kelly's got numbers here, 5 on 4. Boyce will get a rebound and now slow it up with 17 seconds to play in the corner. Here's Jack Nichols at the top. To Becker and Barkley. Barkley put it on the floor. Worked on by Paxton. 5 seconds in the corner. Becker in the paint. Can't get it to go. Lucas, the rebound. Riverton can't get a shot away at the third quarter buzzer. And Riverton will storm from behind. They were down by 8 to start the third quarter. Riverton leads, headed into the fourth, 33-32. It'll be a fun fourth quarter. Come on back for it with us on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Watch every RHS basketball game all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
8 minutes of regulation remaining from Wolverine Gym, and we got a good one here for you. Riverton on top of Kelly Walsh by a point, 33-32. Trojan basketball here as we start the quarter. Mason Eager's shot for 2 is no good. Cleared away by Riverton, and Wolverines have struggled on the glass, so it's nice to see Kelly Walsh one and done there if you're a RHS supporter. First possession of the fourth quarter now for Riverton. Parker has it above his head, goes right side to Eli Lucas. Now back to Parker. Ty Sheets has had a fantastic game. Will feed the paint to DeVries, who's bodied up and fouled. I think they got Jaden Becker. They did not. They got Boyce. Caden Boyce with his second. First team foul here of the fourth quarter. DeVries. Bounce pass to Paxton. Cannot hit the 3. Eli Lucas, a big rebound. Put it back up and in. That's as big of a rebound as it gets there. Eli, the senior, has 8. There's Nichols. Stop at the elbow. Give it to Barkley. 3 is off the front of the rim. No good. They'll fight for it long. Rebound comes all the way out to Becker. Lucas hits the deck. Now another 3 attempt is no good for Nichols. Boyce, another rebound though. Boy, he gobbles up so many boards down low. Long rebound was attempted to be saved by Eli Lucas. Almost ran into Scott Morrow standing there in the corner, and it'll be ball out of bounds to Kelly Walsh. Nichols off the inbound as DeVries hand in his face. Pump fake didn't opt to shoot though. Barkley has Parker on him defensively. Now they'll go way up top to Jaden Becker. Becker on the dribble drive. Give it off to Barkley. Barkley spins. Tough shot off glass. No good. And it's rebounded by Parker. Paxton in full gallop mode across the time stripe. We'll give it to Ty Sheets. Right side, outside Parker, spot up 3, no good, off to the right, put back by Hauk is good. Hunter Hauk picked a good time for his first points. Great rebound by Hunter. In the corner, there's Becker trying to do work on Lucas defensively. Now Nichols stands at the top. Eager working on Sheets, pump fake, get his man in the air, lay it up and in. That's nicely done. Mason Eager, his first points of the second half, but he's got 14. 5.5 remaining. Riverton on top of Kelly Walsh, 37-34 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Parker holds it at the top. Now Sheets Also at the top, Kelly's been in a 2-3 zone all game. DeVries in the paint, turnaround 2. That's no good. And rebound cleared away by the Trojans. It's Barkley with the rebound. He'll work it up the floor himself. Hand back to Eager. Mason just hit a shot, looking for another in the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound squirts away to Becker, to Nichols. 3 is good. Jack Nichols has his third three-pointer of the game, and we are tied. Brand new ball game, 37-37 with 4:45 to play in regulation. Here's Ty Sheets, goes past a couple of defenders, and he's pushed and fouled. Malachi Smith and Brody Dale will check back into the Riverton lineup. Bollinger, Gilliam, and Nichols, Jason Nichols back in for Kelly Walsh, that dead ball. Way up top, they'll go to DeVries. Derek, right hand dribble. Spin at the free throw lane, get right past his defender, lay it up and in. DeVries with 8. Riverton gets the lead back, 39-37. Nichols put it on the floor once. Jace to Jack. Jack down the lane is fouled. Somebody's shoe, I think that's Nichols' shoe, flies across the floor, hits the referee, and he'll get it back. That was a Malachi Smith foul. His first, and free throws are forthcoming for Kelly Walsh. Jack Nichols. It's really hard not to say Jack Nicholson when you go Jack Nichols. Nichols, first free throw is good. Nichols, a 57% free thrower on the year. He's got 10 points, and he can tie the game up with his second attempt. He does. 39-39, 4 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here from Wolverine Gymnasium. Got a good one going on here at Riverton High School. Paxton, high arcing baseline shot is good. I don't know how Parker got that shot off, but I've thought that about Parker a few times this year. Left side to Eager, Mason, right hand dribble. Now we'll give it up to Nichols, Jace. As Dale on him defensively, some cuts go by. 3:48 remaining in regulation. We've traded leads a few different times here this quarter, and now a timeout by Coach Roden. His first timeout of the game. It's a 30-second break. 3:43 remaining in regulation. 41-39. Wolverines on top of the Kelly Walsh Trojans. It'll be K-Dub basketball out of their timeout. I want to thank the Wyoming Department of Transportation making Wolverine coverage possible. They remind you to buckle up every time so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Buckle up for life. I want to thank our friends at Elevate Rehab in Lander. They offer comprehensive physical therapy and a variety of services. Elevate is your ticket to health. Good luck to all Fremont County student athletes. Find Elevate Rehab on East Main in Lander. Wolverines will send Dale, Sheets, Paxton, Smith, and DeVries out on the floor. No Dre Monroe this weekend for Riverton, but this Wolverine team is used to being shorthanded. Right side, outside, Gilliam tried to lob it for Nichols, and he's able to gather it in. That's Jack to Jace, right back to Jack as the Nichols play catch with it. Gilliam underneath, lay it up and in. Actually, that's Bollinger. Bollinger is going to tie the ball game again. Jonah with his 4th point. 3:13 remaining, 41-41. Last few moments, we've been tied at 37s, tied at 39s, tied at 41s. Neither team will let each other go. Here's Malachi, right side block up top to Brody Dale. Dale, pivot around, left side angle. Now to DeVries for 3, no good. Skims off the rim, long rebound, tipped away to Brody. Riverton will reload. Paxton to Dale at the top, right side, Ty Sheets. K-Dub will send 3 subs into the ball game. Next dead ball, Boyce is one of them. Here's Sheets, right-hand dribble, hands to Dale, now to Ty. He'll try the three. That's strong off the back of the iron, no good, and the rebound swatted away by the Trojans as they march up the floor. So Riverton, 2 chances that time, come up empty. Nichols in the corner, Gilliam for 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped. Player goes into the drum line. I don't know if I've seen that happen in the second row, but Riverton's going to salvage the basketball. Paxton spot up 3, no good. Ball goes into the cheerleaders, and on a couple of misses, we've got some wild hustle plays for the basketball, but out of bounds to Kelly Walsh now. Eli Lucas will check back in for Riverton. Hunter Hauk, too, after some nice moments for Malachi Smith and Brody Dale. (41-41). 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Squaring up is Eager, wide open for 3. Can't get it to go, and DeVries is there for a nice Riverton rebound to Paxton. Parker set up the Riverton offense here as Sheets in the corner to Lucas. Eli for 3. That's no good. Well too strong, and Jack Nichols will track down the rebound with 1:35 remaining in regulation. Tie ball game. Becker at the top. Gives it to Jack Nichols. Now to Barkley, and they play catch around the perimeter. 3 is going to be launched by Nichols. Can't get it to go. Sheets will tip the rebound to Paxton. Timeout, Riverton. Coach Sheets will take the full timeout. We'll keep it right here with just 1:12 remaining. And a fun fourth quarter we've got here from Riverton High School. 41-41 our score. Gives us an opportunity to thank one more of the sponsors that makes it possible for us to do these broadcasts, like Goddard Construction. They're a proud supporter of the Wolverines. Goddard Construction offers friendly construction services that are always on time and aligned with your budget. Give Goddard Construction a call for your construction needs today. And of course, coming up at the end of this ball game, whenever that may be, we will get to our Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Select our player of the game, made possible by Tyler Watson at State Farm Insurance. We'll chat with Bo Sheets, the head coach of the Wolverines, and one of our players of the game. There are a lot of candidates for player of the game for Riverton right now, so that'll be tough to decide, but maybe the final 1:12 can help us out with that. Hauk, Lucas, Paxton, Sheets, and DeVries on the floor. First for the Wolverines, it's Riverton basketball. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining, 41-41. Kelly Walsh sends their players back on the floor. Hunter Hauk will inbound in his front court. Does so to DeVries. Derek will start up the Riverton offense, see what Coach Sheets has drawn up here out of the timeout. Ball kicked by Barkley. It'll go back out of bounds to Riverton with now 1:01 on the clock. We'll switch sides, and DeVries will be the inbounder this time. Kelly Walsh in a 2-3 zone. Seen that the entire way. Under a minute remaining. DeVries, right side outside. Derek to Ty. There's Parker. Paxton, put it on the floor, give it to Sheets. See if Riverton wants to kill some clock here. It is a tie ball game. 41-41. High post, they go to Lucas. Back up top to Sheets, and now left side to DeVries. Derek, pump fake, long 2. Can't get it to go, too strong. Parker will hustle down a long rebound in the corner and ask for a timeout. Good heads-up play, Parker Paxton. And Riverton now down to their last timeout. They've got one more. Meanwhile, Randy Roden's got 4 timeouts. 30 seconds on the clock. 41s apiece on the scoreboard. Jared Jared Anderson, Wyatt Barijka with you here from Wolverine Gym. Thank you for joining us on County 10's YouTube channel, where you can watch the Wolverines all season long and audio coverage all over Fremont County on 105.1 Jack FM. Well, interesting moments here, and DeVries shot that long too, but it looked like Riverton was content killing quite a bit of the clock when they had it with 1:12 remaining. They killed a solid 30 seconds before they even looked at shooting. So what do you do here with 30 seconds remaining? Plenty of scoring threats on the floor for Riverton. Eli Lucas will inbound for the Wolverines. Underneath into the left of his zone hoop, looking, watches a cutter go by, still looking, now will go way up top to DeVries. Derek has Boyce on him defensively, DeVries way up top. Has separation from the defender, so the 5 counts off. Now Paxton holds it, 20 seconds. Paxton, the dribble drive to DeVries, Riverton letting some clock run, 13 seconds. DeVries way at the top. Derek continues on the dribble, now past a couple of defenders, a block foul underneath. And they're going to say Derek in the act of shooting. Kelly Walsh can't believe it on their bench. Block foul and 2 free throws coming for Derek DeVries. Boyce picks up his third. And Derek DeVries has 2 big free throws coming up with 5.3 seconds. First is good. Coach Roden wants a timeout now. Coach Roden and the Kelly Walsh coaching staff definitely not happy about that last foul call. I don't know that they were necessarily unhappy with the foul call in general, but the fact that maybe they didn't think Derek was in the act of shooting, wanted the foul on the floor, and that's not what they ruled. So Derek puts the Wolverines up by a point. We'll have an opportunity to give them a 2-point lead here. And of course, for Wolverine fans, no matter what, the scary thing is, even if you go up by 2, you give Kelly Walsh the basketball back with 5.3 seconds. It's been a good one throughout. Some slow shooting in the first half. Riverton trailed 11-10 at the end of the first quarter. They trailed 24-16 at halftime. Came back and outscored Kelly Walsh by 9 in the fourth quarter, or in the third quarter, I should say, to lead 33-32. And Derek DeVries to the line with one more shot. 5.3 seconds remaining in regulation. Riverton going to send 4 defenders all the way back to gear up on defense. DeVries' second free throw is good. Josiah Hernandez checks in for Riverton. Kelly Walsh basketball, trailing by 2, 5.3 seconds remaining. Here's Mason Eager with Dale on him. He'll give it up to Boyce. Runner is no good, and the Wolverines hang on. Kelly Walsh upset. They wanted a foul call. They will not get one. And the Wolverines will escape with a hard-fought victory, 43-41. Coach Roden and Kelly Walsh arguing, but Time has expired here from Wolverine Gym. It was a pair of Derek DeVries free throws to seal the deal down the stretch. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up here in just a couple of moments. We'll hear from the victorious head coach Bo Sheets. We'll also hear from one of our players of the game coming up in just a couple of moments. Once again, the final score, Riverton 43, Kelly Walsh 41. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show due up here in a minute on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Wolverines win a thriller here at Wolverine Gym, 43-41. It is time to select our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. It is one of the Wolverine captains, Derek DeVries. Derek, first of all, congratulations. I know it was a rough night for you last night, so it's got to feel good to come out and pick this win up. As hard fought as it was, you're on the right side of the scoreboard. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, obviously coming off last night, it's a hard place to play in Rock Springs. We knew that going in there, we didn't play the game we were supposed to, so coming in today on our home court, getting this conference win felt really good.
How does it feel, especially down the stretch, to be in such a physical basketball game? Are you fatigued at the end of this? How are you feeling in the final minutes there?
Yeah, I think we're all a little bit exhausted after that one. Any 4A varsity games like that, so it's fun. It's more fun to win, though.
Yeah, you hit those 2 free throws down the stretch. I know you're used to those pressure situations, not only in basketball, but football as well, but it's still a little nerve-wracking probably to go to the line with 5 seconds left. How are you feeling out there?
You know, you just got to think, these are going in. Confidence is key in those situations, and I had it, so it went in.
What do you go back to work on next week? I know you got a quick turnaround, Lander on Tuesday, but what do you need to work on here in the next few practices?
Coming off of the Rock Springs game, our defense has to be a lot better, and we showed that at times tonight against Kelly Walsh. If we can play that defense all the time, then we'll be okay.
Absolutely, and speaking of Lander, you've got them on Tuesday. I know you had 2 hard-fought games, but I imagine there'll be no issues getting back up for your rival next week.
Yeah, there's no better motivation than a rivalry game, and I like to say Fremont County has the biggest one, so.
All right, Derek, congratulations. Well done again, and appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Thank you.
All right, Derek DeVries, our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. Man, there were so many different routes we could go with the Player of the Game. I thought Derek, down the stretch with those 2 free throws, really was deserving of it. He finishes with a tie for team high honors with Ty. Ty Sheets also has 10, and it crossed my mind that Ty was a good candidate for our Player of the Game there, especially midway through the 4th quarter. Ty was one of our more recent picks for Player of the Game, so wanted to get somebody else on, but Ty Sheets was right there in the mix, and then I really thought Eli Lucas was deserving of the nod as well. Eli finishes with 8 points. He had some monster rebounds in the game, and really impressed by the job Eli did tonight. Had Parker Paxton with 7 points tonight. Brody Dale finishes with 3. Hunter Hauk with 2. That was the Wolverine scoring totals. For Kelly Walsh, they were led by Mason Eager with 14. Jack Nichols finishes with 11. And then we go 4 points for Jonah Bollinger. 6 points for Jaden Becker and 6 points for Jason Nichols. So all around a hard-fought game. I know Kelly Walsh going to be thinking about a couple of those foul calls or not foul calls down the stretch on both ends of the floor. Was an unhappy bench there, but ultimately the scoreboard reads 43-41. Riverton victorious here this afternoon. We're joined by the victorious head coach. Bo Sheets is with us, and Coach was just talking to Derek about that rough trip to Rock Springs last night, so got to feel good to come right back on your home court again and get that win.
It was good. You know, it's a kind of your typical 4A West game. It's going to be in the 40s and maybe 50s, with the exception of last night where we just kind of let them score at will. But again, it's going to be a battle. It's going to come down to a few possessions, some free throws, some huge box outs, and you know, it's not always pretty, but it's very physical, and it's kind of the way 4A is played.
What did Kelly Walsh do defensively, especially in that first half? 16 points is uncharacteristic for the Wolverines in the first half.
You know, they did a good job in the zone, and we didn't get it inside enough and attack it. You know, we were kind of content passing the ball around the perimeter, taking threes. You know, I told our guys, it looks like we're up 30, you know, at halftime. Why are we playing so, you know, kind of content to pass the ball? You know, when you catch it, look to attack, take it off the dribble, penetrate the zone a little bit, and then see what happens. But we were just a little too content with the outside shots, because when we got it inside, I think we made 2 out of our 5 shots inside, which isn't great, but in a low-scoring game, you got to get more looks at the basket inside.
You didn't have Dre again this weekend. It feels like you're used to being short-staffed, though, a little bit. I thought Eli, with the start, came in and had really nice moments.
Eli did a great job. You know, he had a couple big rebounds and putbacks late. Just really pleased with how he stepped in. Did a good job.
And then there were so many deserving candidates for player of the game, but even a kid like Derek DeVries, who's been in those pressure situations, basketball and football, sinking those 2 free throws, that's got to make you proud.
Yeah, that was big for him to knock down those free throws at the end. You know, 2 big shots, and that was the difference in the game. You know, we really needed it.
A little bit of fatigue maybe with those 2 hard-fought games. Quick turnaround again. Lander on Tuesday, but I imagine there'll be no problems getting up for your rival here in a few days.
No, you know, getting to play against Landers is special. It's a rivalry game. You know, getting to play against one of your best friends and Coach Mullins, you know, is stressful, and we always look forward to being it over, but it's fun for the fans, the boys, to get to play. It'll be an electric atmosphere over there on Tuesday.
All right, we'll look forward to it, Coach. Thank you for coming over, and congratulations. Big win there. Bo Sheets, head coach of the Riverton Wolverines. Again, Riverton pulling it out 43-41. Haven't even gotten my thanks in order here with everybody coming up so quickly. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. I want to thank our friends at Bailey Tire and Auto Service. They've got 2 full-service tire shops, 1 in Lander, 1 in Riverton, and they've got 3 great pit stop locations in Riverton, 1 in Lander, plus that delicious Speedway Cafe. Thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto Service for all they do for the community and making Wolverine broadcasts possible. Well, it certainly was an interesting ball game. I thought Riverton came out fairly sluggish, but like Coach Sheets said, that's just 4A basketball a lot of times. Kelly Walsh threw a lot of different things at them defensively, held them to just 16 points in the first half, but Riverton really responded well in the second half, outscoring Kelly Walsh by 9 in the third quarter. They were up by 1 there to start the fourth quarter and ultimately win this one 43-41. So I want to remind you that Wyatt Barijka and I will be on the broadcast next Tuesday for you to check out. We've got Riverton and Lander rivalry action. Wyatt has been the voice of the Lander Tigers here, and we will have a joint County 10 broadcast for you. Coming up this Tuesday, you can listen to Riverton and Lander on both KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and 105.1 Jack FM, and you can also watch the Keeper of the Gold game next Tuesday right here on County 10's YouTube channel. So encourage you to attend if you're able to. It should be a fantastic matchup no matter who you're rooting for. We always look forward to Lander and Riverton showcasing some of the best that Fremont County has to offer, and should be a fun one next Tuesday night. So join Wyatt and I for that. If you're not able to make it, we'd love to hear from you on the YouTube page and to chat with you again there. Once again, the final score, Riverton 43, Kelly Walsh 41. My thanks to Wyatt Barijka for working the camera and taking care of all the behind-the-scenes stuff for us today. For Wyatt, I'm Jared Anderson. Should mention one more time here in case you missed it, the girls' score, Kelly Walsh got the better of Riverton 43-37 in a hard-fought girls contest, dropping the Lady Wolverines to 2-11 on the season. Riverton boys are 7-7 with a 43-41 win. So for Wyatt, I'm Jared. We'll talk to you next time for more Wolverine basketball. For those of you on Jack FM, we'll send you back to the radio broadcast. For those of you on our YouTube channel, we will say good night and have a great rest of your weekend.